Okay, it started about a month or so ago. Someone had hacked into my cell phone, and then they used got a hold of my friend, and then had his card order me through Amazon $500 worth of credits for me to use. And of course, I hadn't done that, and he and I were trying to find someone who had scammed me earlier. It's a long story. Don't have to talk about that. But so I put a stop on my credit card, and he did the same for his. And then I went to change my phone number because I didn't want to have this guy hack into me. And I also got myself um, what the heck do they call them? A burner phone number, so that I could use it in instances where I didn't want to give out my phone number. So that, of course, meant that I had to go get a newer card. Now with Capital One, they, even though I've been a customer there for, I don't know, 10 years, maybe more, had to have a credit rating of 750, so forth and so on. They had me go through this routine where they would call me up to this new cell phone number, which I gave them, and they could do that. That would be the first prompt to say that they could access my account. But then the final stage was to call it again from some other part of Capital One, I guess, and they could not access that number. Apparently, it belonged to another person. And of course, since then, I've gotten calls from a pawn shop rather, some credit company that wanted to give me $35,000 in a loan, uh, and I'd never heard of them. Apparently, this person lived in Florida, in Orlando somewhere. So um, I went through this routine with Capital One about twice, and then I waited a couple of days, and I said, "Let's try it again." Um, but they said, "No, we can't go back and do it again. We have to go through this routine where you have to talk to you first, and then we send the phone numbers back to verify, da da da, and we can't start all over again." I said, "Okay, what's wonderful?" I said, "What I have to do is send my driver's license and all that kind of stuff." So I said, "The hell with that!" And so I started looking for another credit card company. And I think I may have found one, but because I put a lock on my credit card account, that new credit card company couldn't get at it, so they couldn't verify me. So it's like catch 22 all over the place. So then I happened to call up Capital One 2 or 3 days ago, just out of the lark, feeling that maybe I could get something really quickly. And apparently, if I had a Capital One app on my phone, which I did and I didn't know about it, or may not have known about it, that would have simplified the whole process. So I guess what they've done is they've created these systems, and people on their end in the credit departments that go by a certain script. So there's very little flexibility. And if you don't fit the certain, you've got the square peg to go in the square hole, you're screwed. And this happened again about a year or so ago, also when I was going for a loan to get solar panels for my house. And Wells Fargo, those wonderful people out in the West Coast that created all those fake accounts just to make themselves feel profitable, couldn't verify another number of mine. And I couldn't understand why, but they wouldn't verify me for the loans. I had to go someplace else, which is no big deal. Um, so anyway, in the meantime, Verizon Wireless, they said, "Oh, this number's fine. Nobody has it. Da 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 da." But apparently, someone did. I know the guy's name, and I haven't called him and I haven't left him a message, because I don't know what his other number is, and it would be not too productive to call my own number again to try to talk to the other guy. So that's pretty much where it's at. And now I'm getting more phone calls from somebody that I don't even know, and I'll have to put a voicemail that says, "Hey, I'm not this guy, Max. Go somewhere else." Oh, I had a call. Guy wanted a special offer for my birthday coming up. Well, my birthday's in July, so that's a bit of that problem. But that's probably it. These large companies have people or staff that they've dumbed down with these rote scripts to use. And it's rather unfortunate, but that's the way it is.